revealed how far it goes, so everybody knows. You had a good chance, but didn't say much. Left it too late now to apologize. Oh, time has caught you out with memories to burn down and empty sympathy. Your followers know it now. Your followers know it now. Your followers know it now. Your followers know it won't give in, I'm fighting for the crown. Heavy clouds are way above my head, like all of my regrets and things I never said. No, got a feeling, shiver in my bones. Something's coming, but nobody knows. Angels rage, they come down from the sky to fix these broken wings and show me how to fly. I burn the sky. I see the fire in your eyes. I come alive, and I feel like I could spread my wings and fly. Take it in and breathe the light. Lead me when I lose my sight. Finally we're seeing paradise. There's no need to roll the dice. You're the devil's sacrifice, breaking down the door to steal the throne. Spread my wings and fly. I burn the sky. I see the fire in your
Just having difficulties.
Welcome everyone to Friday nights with the Youth Drone Sports Championships. We're here tonight with the college kids, the Collegiate Drone Sports Championships, or CDSC, And tonight, Marty, we're going to be doing something a little bit different. We have been faced with a challenge of maybe just not enough collegiate pilots that are interested in playing micros. Not a problem. But we have a lot of them who have now actually already qualified for our championship event in May. And so we're looking to add some more pilots to the group. Realized maybe we should be doing maybe a little bit of 5-inch action. So tonight, I think we have 5-inch action. We're going to add another pilot or two to the mix and bring back those who have already qualified, let them fly something different. And as well with that, we're going to be kind of helping some of these pilots prepare for another event that's coming up. Marty, can you tell me about that event?
Yeah, part of the inspiration for flying 5-inch quads this week in the CDSC is because the CDRC, the Collegiate Drone Racing Championships, which is a once-a-year event, an annual event in the springtime featuring college pilots from around the country. But that is it's an outdoor, typically an outdoor 5-inch race event. And last year they did it virtually and we helped them out. This year it's going to be virtual again in Velocidrone, but it will be with 5-inch racing, which, again, if you're not familiar, is the dinner plate sized racing drones. We typically, in the YDSC and in the CDSC, fly the little palm size ducted indoor racing drones, but the super fast ones, the 5-inch ones, are what they fly in the Collegiate Drone Racing Championships each year. That's coming up in 2 weeks. That's going to be on the weekend of, let me see, what will that be? The 17th and 18th, I believe, of April. So we thought, let's let the pilots who are getting ready for that race get some 5-inch practice in Velocidrone. And that's what we do. We like to support all the other big races happening around our own programs. And that's definitely a big one. It's a once-a-year one. So we've got some pilots here who are going to be participating in that one. So they're going to get some great practice. We've got a fun track, actually a couple tracks that we're going to try out. This first one is crazy because it's got it goes from light to dark and dark to light, and it keeps you guessing, that's for sure. But this is all for fun, nothing serious. As you mentioned, we have 7 pilots who already qualified for our Sim Championships weekend, which is in the middle of May 14th, 15th, 16th. This week, we're just having some fun with 5-inch. Next week, we're going to ratchet it up a little bit, though. Same time next week, we're actually going to put a little bit more of a real race format in, and these pilots will get some real race experience a week before the big one. So that's what we're doing here, and we've got a good group of 4 pilots here today. I'm excited, including a pilot we haven't seen for a while, and our friend from across the pond, and a couple of pilots from the Dakotas. Do you have their pictures up, Joel? Can we meet these 4 pilots before we jump in?
Yeah, I can do that. So I think these are the 4 we got flying with us today. Cut off a little bit on the left side there with Draken, but you can guess what his name is. I'll put it down.
Okay, so yes, now that my stream has caught up. So yes, from left to right, let's start with the pilot I mentioned from across the pond in the UK, from Hampshire. I think it's Hampshire.
Yeah,
I think the college is East Hampton University, correct?
Not quite. Southampton.
Why do I think it's East?
It's South. I remember that.
You remember South. Okay, I always think it's East. Southampton University in Hampshire, and you heard his accent. He's legit. This is Draken FPV. He is studying all kinds of cool aerospace stuff, talking about going to Mars, doing all the stuff, but he's also gets to race drones with us. He's been nice enough to join us the past several Fridays, and he likes racing 5-inch, right?
Yep, 5-inch is best.
5-inch is best. Okay, so are you excited to be doing strictly 5-inch this week against some of these pilots, some you've flown with before? I don't think you've flown with all of them, though.
No, I don't think I've flown with
Room is locked, pilots. Room is locked.
Okay.
So that'll be fun.
Well, it'll be a little chemistry experiment here. That'll be fun. All right, so that's Draken FPV. Always nice to have him here. Then, next to him from South Dakota, Watertown, South Dakota, at Lake Area Technical College, where he flies real planes, as you can see, and he also races drones. This is Jensen FPV. How you doing, Jensen?
Doing good.
All right. Now, I was going to ask you if you had any other pilots that were going to fly with us. Maybe we could have some people that are still interested in flying whoops, but has anybody taken interest there at your school yet?
Not as much as I thought, other than my one buddy, but he's always super busy. So
Okay.
can't really race.
Well, I'm glad you're able to join us, and you with your real plane profile picture right next to our next pilot with his real plane profile picture. Might have to have you guys race real planes someday, since you both fly them. That'd be
I'll need to
fun.
get my real plane profile picture up soon.
There we go. All right, everybody can get in on it. All right, so we've got Draken, we've got Jensen. Next up, from the Dakota to the north of South Dakota, this is Rusky from UND in Grand Forks, North Dakota, where he also flies real planes. How you doing, Rusky?
Good, good.
What is the weather been good for flying? It's a little windy here in Minnesota. What's it like for you guys?
It's been like gusting 50s some days here. Really, really windy.
Keeps you grounded, I'm guessing.
Yeah, well, the COVID does that too, but
I guess so. Yes, I can relate. Well, cool. Welcome. So those three pilots have been flying with us quite a bit this spring, our Soaring Spring 2021 season. This next pilot, though, someone we've seen do very well on the CDRC races in the years past, and we're really excited to have him here today from the University of Central Florida. So first time flying with us this spring on a Friday. This is Sticks and Stones. How you doing, Sticks and Stones?
Hello, hello. I'm glad to be here.
It's great to have you here. Now, you are a super senior. It sounds like you're going to be rounding out your college career here pretty soon. What do you have planned beyond that?
Beyond that, we're looking at it. I was hoping to do some sort of like get some internships going this summer, this fall. I might end up back at the Rotor Riot warehouse. I was working with them for a little bit. I might end up there again in the summer, but we'll see what happens.
Sounds good. I heard Rotor Riot put out a really cool new sim.
Oh yeah, I need to go yell at them for that.
Or maybe that was just yesterday. Well,
Yeah.
cool. Well, Sticks and Stones, one of the fastest pilots at the collegiate level. We know that. This is, again, just kind of for fun, but we're going to see how these pilots stack up against each other as they race for fun. This track, again, it must be on a small planet because the days are really short, as are the nights. It just goes from day to night really quickly, back and forth. And so you got to keep your screen adjusted. Otherwise, you might not be able to see stuff. And I think everybody's computer is on a different cycle. So somebody might be flying during day while others flying at night. If that makes sense, I think that's the way it works. So pilots, welcome. Thank you all for being here. I hope this is good practice for you. And let's take a look at this course. And we're going to do 5 heats. I think they're 3-lap heats. We're going to do 5 heats just to have a sense of how things shake out. And then, as Sour Power, our race manager extraordinaire, likes to do, he's going to mix it up on them, throw a different track their way, maybe a little bit of practice, not much, and then we'll get some variety in here. So that is what's on tap today in the CDSC Collegiate Drone Sports Championships. Every Friday, we fly in Velocidrone. And something that Sticks and Stones may not know about, but we also have a new IRL format for national competitions, which is called Micro Track Smash. Now, this is with micros, with whoops, but we put out a track design made out of a set amount of PVC pipe cut up the way we instruct you to cut it up. And everybody builds the same track all over the country. Everybody lays down times. We've got an amazing new app, the Youth Drone Sports app in the App Store, that acts as the timing system, and it also allows instant pairing with your DVR to verify your results, and then you're up against pilots all over the country on these little whoop courses. So that is also something that we're doing, but the sim races are the scheduled ones. The Microtrack Smash, that's whenever you have time to get your times in before the deadline. So we can talk more about that if you like, but it is time to sim race 5-inch style, as you hear Sour Power getting them going. And we are racing in manual mode. So if you're not familiar, that means pilots have to arm And if they crash, they have to flip over. They have to turtle themselves. They will not automatically reset. And there they go. Sticks and Stones in purple. Not to a fast start, but Rusky giving chase. Now, I've got daylight on my machine, but I can see that it's still dark on Joel's machine. So it is true. I don't know what these pilots are seeing. We're going to find out. But Sticks and Stones leading the charge, showing what he can do. He's finished in the very top. I think he's been a finalist in the CDRC races I've seen
Definitely in
the past
the
couple
sim.
years.
I think I'm not sure. Was the last IRL CDRA race, was that all the way back in 2019 when we were there up in UND?
It was, and I didn't make that trip because I was in Boston. But I don't know if Sticks and Stones there. We can ask him after the race, unless he wants to answer us now. But he's got
Clipped right as he's about to talk. He gets clipped right on that recharge gate, trying to turtle out of it. Rusky's going to go ahead and take the lead now. See if Sticks and Stones
back
can
up, though,
reel him
so.
in. Yeah.
Look at that. Yeah, I was distracting him again.
Yeah, got the commentators first.
Hey, that's what we're getting you ready for, right? This doesn't count.
Yeah.
Okay, so onto their third lap. Sticks and Stones and Rusky, right? Look at that, attached at the hip. Amazing. Saying hi to Jensen as they blow right by. Look at this. Working each other out here. Into the, I don't know, what did Draken call it? The rocky bits?
Close enough.
Oh.
Sticks and Stones by 2 seconds. Not even. Second and a half over Rusky. Let's see what's happening for third. Draken is on to his third lap. Jensen still finishing up lap number 2. Maybe Draken will narrate what he's seeing here. Is it daylight or nighttime?
No,
for you?
no, it's daylight for me, so it's all good.
We're
You're
moving
gonna make
into
me crash
dusk.
though if I keep talking.
Dusk on the live stream here. Wait, which comes first? Is it dusk or dawn? No, dawn.
Dawn is morning.
Yeah, dawn. So we're moving into dawn.
Oh god.
Thank you, Englishman. Okay. Jensen trying to catch up, but Draken got about a 5-gate lead, going through some lawn gates, and he gets it 301. Draken finishes third, and Jensen, Lake Area Technical College, Watertown, South Dakota, comes in fourth. Okay, that's the first of 5. Sticks and Stones, sorry about the distracting conversation.
You're good.
Did you go to Grand Forks in 2019? Were you at that race?
Oh yeah, I was. I was like one of my first big races I ever went to because I just started racing in late 2018.
Okay. And did you have teammates from Central Florida? So you guys all go up together?
Yeah, we had a whole team. I can't remember if it was 5 or 6 people, but we had a whole crew go up there together.
Wow.
Kind of fun. First time I've been on a plane. First time I've seen snow. It's crazy.
Wow.
That was a fun event. I had a lot of fun there.
Yeah.
All right. Well, Sticks and Stones gets the win on that one, just ahead of Rusky. 3 laps is just plenty of time to make up ground if you need to, as we get ready to go again. And they're off. Ooh, Rusky goes down at the start. I have to flip back up. You get the sounds of retail.
Oh,
America. Yeah. Single-handedly running the shop is Sour Power. Sticks and Stones. Now we can see on Joel's feed what this course looks like during the day.
Yeah, it's like, and it's daytime now.
I like this double barrel ladder right here. Sticks and Stones really grooving it. Sounds like a huge team he had at his school a couple years back for the real thing.
Yeah, there were a few schools that showed up at the CDRC with quite a few pilots. Embry-Riddle was one of those. And yeah, UCF was there as well, if I remember correctly.
Yeah.
All right.
You're the like first or second largest school in the country. You gotta have a few pilots on your team.
Better.
All right. Sticks and Stones. About an 18-gate lead over Rusky, who had to recover from a stumbly start. Trying to make it up. Jensen in third, Draken in fourth. But that's really close. Watch out for that. As they finish up their third lap. Sticks and Stones. Another win.
Rusky's caught on the big thing of rocks right now. Desperately trying to turtle out of here. Let's see if he can get out. He's... Oh boy. Oh boy.
Rusky is?
Yeah, Rusky is stuck in a crack on a rock. I'm not sure he's going to get out of this one. Uh-oh.
Oh yeah, look at that. He's wiggling.
He's wiggling. I don't know. This will give Jensen and Draken a chance to catch up to him if he can't get it back up.
All right, we're going to see if they can make the pass.
It's just like
Jensen.
real life. Turtle is never guaranteed.
Yeah. Don't know if CDRC is going to do manual mode, but we're liking it here in the CDSC. Jensen goes down for a moment, and Draken makes the pass. And it's getting dark on my machine. I don't know what it looks like for them.
And there you go. Draken officially moves into second place past Rusky, who just is stuck in that rock right there.
Oh, no. Oh, Jensen passes.
Damn it.
Put this back and forth.
Ah.
Jensen
And
I
Jensen.
said his name, I put the pressure on, and he failed to compensate there. Yeah, it's freestyle time. Yeah.
Nice flips. Yep, well done. Okay, Sticks and Stones with the win. Jensen in second. Draken in third. Rusky, who got stuck.
Pilots
Caught
arm
in the
your
rocky
quads.
bits.
The Rocky
We go
bits.
live on the tone in less than 5.
Rusky, was it did you clip off of a gate or something, or just catch
Just hit the rock really hard, I think.
Yeah.
Probably broke a prop.
Yeah, luckily you don't have to replace a prop at least. That's another setting we haven't turned on.
Broken props. Yeah, mid-airs and broken props.
Arm your
Things we need to
quads.
find ways to turn on.
As we go live on the tone in
Mid-airs
less
you
than
can't
5.
Oh, somebody's upside down.
That'd be me.
Burp. Penalty.
Okay. Rusky trying to get up. There he goes. Oh, it was Jensen. I ID'd that one wrong, but Sticks and Stones in the lead again, chased by Rusky. Jensen having to make up for the flip early. Kind of like spec racing, where we just give you a new quad if you get stuck in the rocks. Previous heat, just give you a new one. Okay. Definitely racing after dusk on my screen. Course is... It's like a fun one.
I like this
Yeah.
course.
Curious. This year's CDRC is being hosted out of Georgia Tech. So in the past couple of years, it's been based at University of North Dakota in Grand Forks, Rusky School. But this year, different Jordan. I think his name is Moss, down at Georgia Tech. Native of Atlanta. He's going to be running things. Okay, Sticks and Stones. Passing Draken.
Lapped. Scary.
Yes,
Uh-oh, he's down.
did not go unnoticed. Draken put the curse on him. They are together now. Sticks finishing up. Super fast. All right, let's see. Rusky in second, if he can hang on to it. 3 in a row from Sticks and Stones. Sticks, what's your thinking? Go ahead. I was just going to ask, between sim flying and IRL, do you balance the two? Rusky comes in second. Do you prefer one or the other? What's your thinking?
I definitely don't have the money to be going out and flying all the time, so I do a lot of sim, of the sim. But I'm trying to do a lot more in-person racing. We have like I think 4 chapters that pretty much every Sunday. They each take a Sunday every month to run a race, and so I've been trying to go to at least 2 of the 4 every month or so. And then every now and again in the park, we have a permanent flying spot put on by OAS Hobby, and so I can head out there whenever I want to go get some stick time in. But it's just been a whole lot of different kinds of flying, just trying to get behind the sticks as much as possible.
Nice. Draken grabs third this time. She's 10 seconds ahead of Jensen. Nice little battle going on there. And Rusky got second. Another win for Sticks and Stones. Sticks and Stones, I think I've heard of that permanent flying space out there. What city is Central Florida in?
Orlando. So
In the Orlando area. Okay. Yeah, I think I've heard of that space out there. Well, it's nice to get a lot of.
Were they considering hosting Mayhem there at one point with all the fiasco that happened this last time around?
yeah, I think they did, but then they couldn't host it for some reason. Maybe they couldn't get enough permits or something like that. And then so they moved it down south a little bit, and then it flooded.
All right. Well, that's 3. I think, right? That's 3 down, 2 to go on this course before we mix it up again. Draken, you got Jensen that time.
Pilots
Flying under cover of night.
as we go live on the tone.
Tower power,
in less than
juggling
5.
like a master. Running the store, running the races. Strong start for all 4 pilots that time. This reminds me when we were at I.O., Joel, and the day got away and they didn't have the finals completed yet, and they ended up having to fly after dark. But it was super fun to watch. Remember that?
I love night racing. I think it's
You could
hands
totally
down
see.
the best. Yeah, lit up drones against a night sky is so much fun.
Yeah, I thought
Even
it
when
was
you have
much.
when you have like floodlights on the space so the pilots can see the gates in the field and stuff, you still get the nice big black backdrop behind everything, and it looks great.
Yeah. Yeah, this reminds me of that. That was in 19. 2020 was a wash.
Basically 2020 is a wash. Nothing happened in 2020, so just awesome.
Except a lot of sim races. We had a lot of sim races.
A lot of sim racing.
And
I
we
was
opened a
gonna say,
store.
Marty, I finally picked up our computer today, so I'm very excited about our new production machine.
I'm excited too. I saw that.
That thing's a beast.
Oh, I got sun is rising on my screen. Beautiful sunrise at Sticks and Stones. Again, setting the pace. Rusky in second. Draken in third. Jensen chasing the group.
Strasky
Comes
actually is keeping up pretty well with Sticks and Stones here. Definitely a much closer race for him right there. Only about 5 seconds off. I think his closest was the first one. Sticks and Stones had a couple mistakes there, but Rusky had a really good clean run that time. It was really nice. Draken's starting to get the hang of it here, although now that we're talking about him, I'm sure he's going to crash.
Shush.
Well, we'll talk about Jensen. We'll talk about Jensen now. Jensen starts on his 3rd lap here. Let's ride along with him.
Draken is finishing up over in the morning sun for me. I guess it's still dark for Joel.
Wish I could set it to like not having it switch, but I guess that's part of the map
Part of the fun.
settings. Yeah.
Draken officially finishes third. This reminds me of kind of like, I don't know, is it just me? Like some Civil War or some Revolutionary War battlefields,
Oh,
like
God.
in the Virginia area.
Oh, it's fine.
Is that a bad memory for Draken?
We didn't do American history. Wonder why.
we don't talk
I
about
mean,
them.
Bring up a sore subject, but it's those gates that are on the. It's like the split rail fence kind of gates that just look like they're hanging out there. That's what that area feels like. All right, Jensen comes in fourth. How are you guys liking this course? Is this getting good reps? You guys feeling like getting your
It's all right.
feel on? Okay.
I'm liking it.
Well, don't get too used to it. We're gonna mix it up here after this one. One more time to rip this one. So we see young little Stuart hanging out.
Yep. One of the benefits of being quarantined is you get to spend more time with your kiddos. Can't argue with
That's
that.
right.
Take advantage of it.
Okay, one more.
Pilots, arm your quads.
Wish we had a webcam on Brian.
As we go live on the tune in less than 5.
Wow.
All right, last crack at this course, and off they go. Ski gonna give it his all to see if he can stick close to sticks.
Different lines there as I head down through this, I guess you would call this maybe chicane section or big sweepers.
Incredibly skilled flying that we're seeing here from these pilots.
That's a tough dive gate right there. It's angled there with kind of double barrel, as you said. I don't know if that's what you were referring to when you said double barrel, but
I was looking at those ladders over there, but
oh yeah, these ones right here. The four, I like the four square. It's a really fun gate element.
move my camera angle. Gates on top of rocks. Camera locked in on your leader, Sticks and Stones.
Oh no. Right when I messed up a ton.
Still has the lead, recovers. Rusky in second, Jensen in third, Draken in fourth, but Draken is right on Jensen's heels.
Wedge it into a tree. Yeah, there you go. Yeah.
Plenty of spots to get wedged here.
Big sweeper. Sticks and Stones still pulling in those minute 40s and change.
5 in a row for Sticks and Stones. Here comes Rusky.
Moving in through the sweeper to the finish gate.
Boom.
Sub 2.
Okay.
Jensen struggling from some prop damage at the moment.
Second was right there.
But
I think he got stuck in a tree.
I got stuck in a gate, then I got stuck in a tree, and then I bounced off a tree.
sounds like real life.
Yep. Yeah, there was one course I was racing IRL where it went through the middle of like a little forest. There were so many quads just smashed into trees. It was great. I got caught in some branches one way.
That's what draws all the viewers, Draken. It's
Oh
all
yeah,
great.
it was great.
That's where you start. I
That's
mean,
great.
when you start watching any sort of motorsports racing, like it's all about the crashes until you understand that somebody might die, and then suddenly it's about actual technical racing. But with drones, nobody's probably gonna die if your drone crashes. So we still kind of like them. I like mid-airs more than anything. Mid-airs are exciting.
Mid-airs are expensive.
Yes,
So many mid-airs.
also
Not with
why
moves.
they're fighting.
Oh. Draken finishes up and does a nice little spin off the gate.
Yeah,
Okay.
got a new antenna and then got immediately mid-aired just out of the start gate and just cut the antenna clean off. Like,
Oh no.
it's not good.
All right,
That's
let's see.
stories.
I can't hear Brian, so he's either working on the next map here for us.
Let's see if his mental clock. Yeah, PC.
Oh, he's there. Okay.
we can stall. No worries.
Is he busy with the customer?
All right. So, Sticks and Stones, 5 for 5 on that one. Rusky, all but the one that he got stuck in, gets second. Jensen and Draken trading places a little bit. Jensen, do you fly 5-inch IRL?
Yeah, I have one 5-inch. I haven't been flying it too much lately because of all the wind, but got to rip it around a little bit yesterday.
Okay. And you fly whoops as well.
Yep.
Do you find you can go back and forth without much trouble?
Yeah. So it's more of a different mindset with each, kind of. I know with the 5-inch, I can just go to town with it, but with the whoop, you gotta be. So it's weird because you almost have to be more precise with the whoop when racing whoops than you do with a 5-inch. If that makes any sense?
You just let it go a little bit.
Yeah.
Interesting. And Rusky, you fly both in real life?
Yeah, in real life. I do acro for all 4, so I find that really helps out. To not have to relearn everything. In the sim, 5-inch is really different though. It always takes me a few tries to get that working right. It's so floaty.
Feels different from real life.
Yeah.
I don't know if you can see this, but this is going to be our frame, I think, for our digital spec racer that I'm working on.
We go
here.
live on the tone.
Kind of
Nice.
testing here.
Man, what am I looking at?
It's
He's
at
showing off
95
things I want
It's
to
a
see
95
while I'm
millimeter.
posting.
Oh, what is this thing? What is this monster that Brian just put us on? It's like a circus out there.
SS Belmont's
Oh, wait, what?
5.2 special.
Rescue with a couple gate lead over Sticks and Stones, who I think wasn't quite maybe prepared for the chaos that is this map. Trying to
Yeah, no.
quickly work out the lines.
Cool. Are we hearing Brian on the stream, Joel?
No, yeah, just
Okay.
because I know he had a ton of background noise with this with Ready Tech over
Got it.
there.
Okay, so Brian was explaining to us the thinking behind this course. Meanwhile, they're out there practicing it.
SS
Rescue
Belmont. It's a 533 special.
got some palm trees in there. Got a bunch of kinds of everything. Belmont is an amazing creator of tracks, says Brian. And this was commissioned by Heads Up, Evan Turner, the founder of 533.
Oh. Rusky dealing with some serious prop damage there. Is going to give a chance for Sticks and Stones to climb into the lead there. I didn't catch if there's a recharge gate on this map or not.
There is. It's
There
hidden
is.
a little bit inside of another gate.
Oh, yep, there it is. Wish we could have
So-
recharge gates in real life. That'd be something.
That would be good. And automatic follow cams.
Yeah, and automatic follow cams.
Get there.
Dix
That looks
manages
almost like-
another win.
That section looks like setting up dominoes.
Yeah, it's pretty
Big
great.
row dominoes.
There you go, Rusky. Second one. Jensen and Draken on their second lap. Moving on to their third here in a second for Jensen.
This is only practice. I have no idea where I'm going.
Wait, was this practice? Is that what he said?
This is practice, yes.
This is practice? Okay.
Just giving these guys a tour around. Jensen figuring it out a little bit ahead of Draken. It's like the time of day is consistent here.
Lock that one in, yeah.
Is that a setting in Velocitro? When you create a track, can you tell it how long a day is supposed to be?
Well, there's
Or
one map. It's called Dynamic Weather, and so you can set a whole bunch of properties on the map, like latitude, longitude, where it's supposed to be, what time of the year, and then it'll kind of adjust like the sun and the moon in the skies based upon those positioning and seasons, and then you can tell it how fast you want it to transition from to like the 24-hour cycle, and then you can also say just lock it in for a specific time. So I think this is that map as well. The previous one was the same, but it just had a fast cycle for the 24-hour period.
Got it. All right.
Somebody did far too much maths.
Yeah, well, I mean, so the game's based on Unity, so we just downloaded a plugin and put it in there, and it was pretty straightforward. So not a whole lot of effort required on that front. So
Arm your quads.
Plural maths.
As we go live on the Tone in less than
You have
5.
to do more than one equation. So.
lights out. Here we go.
There they go. I'm going to talk to him during practice. So I shouldn't. They're trying to. If I talk to them, they may not remember the course as well. I'll just talk to them. Just figuring it out. Now, Joel, you fly 5-inch some, right? When's the last time you've been flying 5-inch?
Last summer. And
Okay.
I promptly put my quad straight into the ground upside down and damaged 3 of the 4 motors, which was quite a feat. It's pretty tough to do that. Doing a dive and came out of the dive upside down and just planted it straight into the ground. And so motors were done, so that ended that season pretty quickly. I think I got maybe 3 or 4 batteries out of it. I didn't really have my backup ready, so yeah.
What is the cost of a set of motors?
Anywhere from 60 at the low end up to 120 on the high end. You definitely
Wow.
can get more than that for sure. You can pay $50 a motor if you want, but yeah,
Don't.
yeah, don't.
Joel's got
Yeah,
a
it's actually
great spot.
It's kind of surprising
Yeah.
the price differences between like a small 1103, which is like a small 75 millimeter, or even a 65 mil motor. It's not that much cheaper than a full 2207 or 22 5-inch motor, basically. Like, it's
The cost
Just bigger.
is in manufacturing method, not in materials.
yeah. Although that kind of breaks down once you get up to like the giant mega class motors. For some odd reason, they feel like you
Yeah.
need to charge $120 a motor for those things. So
You are using a lot of material there.
yeah.
Like those things are meaty.
Yeah, they are.
Most big motors are like that. On my Tri, that's got like 4102s or something, and that's like not even close to X class, but they're still. Whoa, you don't want to put your hand in those props.
Nope, definitely
Also, they're
not.
carbon fiber, so also not a good idea.
These are spinning.
And Joel, what was-
miles an hour.
Joel, what was that quad or that frame that you're showing us a minute ago?
So that's actually a beta FPV 95X. It's their new version 3, so it's going to be a pusher. So the motors are going to be upside down, and the cage will be on the top. Battery will be top mount as well, but it has a really nice kind of spacing for our all-in-one flight controller, and then our Fat Shark Shark Bite digital VTX. So it should be able, and then it has like this little foam padding. It's kind of designed to be like a little more aggressive Cinewhoop on a smaller scale, but if you take off the camera and beef it up a bit, it should actually fly pretty well for possibly racing. So we'll give it a try.
Can't carry a GoPro, can it?
I can carry one of these newer trimmed down 4K cameras.
Okay.
I forget what they're called, like the slow-mos or something. I don't remember what the name is. So that is designed to carry that, but since it has digital on it, who cares? So goal here is to get something that we can race in a said undisclosed location. So.
All right, we've got somebody asking if we want to become famous, and then
Jack's like, what if I don't want to become
what
famous?
if we don't want to?
I'm a famous kid, Snickety Snick.
Getting really
Troll mustache.
philosophical.
Trolls on Twitch. Apparently the trend right now on Twitch is to stream while you're in a hot tub. Maybe we should get my setup set outside and just sit in my hot tub and stream. I'm sure people would love to see a 40-year-old dude streaming from a hot tub. I don't know. Yeah, apparently.
I hadn't noticed.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Tower Power talking to the pilots about accepting track nominations, and I think we've got our 2 practice rounds under our belts here. So,
oh, was that a practice round again?
Belts are ready. Okay, so this is the second half of our CDSC Friday here, College Friday, 5-inch edition, tune-up for the Collegiate Drone Racing Championship. Coming up in the sim in 2 weeks. Pilots here flying 5-inch. If you're wondering, normally we do fly micros, but we're tuning up for CDRC, and we've got 5 heats to come on this track, created by Belmont for 533, Evan Turner's company. Once again, we have Sticks and Stones from the University of Central Florida, Rusky from University of North Dakota in Grand Forks, Draken FPV from Southampton University.
Yeah, woo, got
New
it.
Hampshire, UK, and Jensen from Lake Area Technical College in Watertown, South Dakota. Okay. Let's line them up here. We got a mix of palm trees, rocks. Looks like some stuff you can get stuck in here. Maybe not. Let's hope not. Yes, there they go. Through the dominoes. It's Sticks and Stones. Setting the pace early. Rusky on his tail. Just like Star Wars. We didn't know that we'd actually get to do it in real life. This is the sim version, but all these pilots do the same thing in real life. Sticks and Stones cruising through the dominoes. Up the ladder. Change my angle. Angles aren't that different.
I don't think you actually change it when you're riding along. Could be wrong.
Well, I'm just talking about the spectator angles. Sticks and Stones swept all 5 of the heats on the previous track and out to a fast start again here. Has a full lap lead. And finishes in 133. Now let's watch what's happening here. Rusky, Draken, and Jensen. Somewhat bunched, but... Oh, and Rusky goes down, able to get back up. Draken gives chase. I'm just blocked from some of the features here. Question from Boomer on YouTube. How long have the pilots been practicing this course? They had 2 practice heats. 2 3-lap practice heats before they were doing it for real. Rusky gets second. Draken, 13 seconds back of Rusky, grabs third. We watch Jensen. Zipping around trees. To the, what do you call those things? Through the dominoes. And Jensen finishes strong. Okay. Different course, similar result. How would you characterize this course differently from the first one, Rusky?
I'm not really sure. This one has a lot more objects, I think. It's a lot less flowy. There's a lot more non-standard obstacles. But it's alright. It's not as fast as the other one either. It has less straightaways overall.
Okay. All right. Well, let's see it again. I'll keep an eye out for what he's talking about. We watch it this time. Is our race manager busy at the store, perhaps? Sticks and Stones. How about you? Compare this with the previous.
The previous track was a lot more open. This one's a lot more technical, a lot more objects, like Rusky said, a lot more stuff to get in your way. There's a few sections that I had to really just look at over and over again to tell what the best line would be.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if you can see my perspective now, but these two, this split escalate into a little bit of a ladder here. It was hard to tell which direction I should wrap around this ladder as I crash. But I was able to kind of get it figured out because you're coming in through the top, going through the bottom. Since you're already turning left, you kind of want to keep going left, but that means you have to have a hard turn coming back out into a much smaller, harder gate to hit. So if you just come in and make a right turn through, you can just continue a right turn all the way through. So there's a few sections like that on this track that you just have to really look at your line and figure out what's going to be the best way to go about it.
Interesting. All right. I would imagine that a more technical course with fewer straightaways would give more opportunities to potentially catch up because there's more places to get hung up. So you're chasing. Agree? Disagree?
It's kind of like an even playing field thing. It's like it's more technical, so there is more chances to crash, but it's more chances for everyone to crash.
Sure.
Me up in front, I can kind of take it easier and make sure I can get through all my my gate's nice and clean without having to really push it. But for the others who see a quad in front of them and they're trying to constantly push to keep up, it's a lot harder for them to keep it clean.
Makes
So-
sense. All right. Is Sour back? Can we run him again? Okay. 2.
Pilots, arm your
Sour is back. He's got an idea.
Go live on the Terran in less than
Always
Shall I
full of
make it
ideas. Yes, you think. And they are off again. Sticks and Stones blast off the block there, but
I forgot the arm.
and he's right away in front. Despite that issue. Getting his lines figured out, as he was saying. Lots of twists and turns here. Rusky in second. Jensen in third, just ahead of Draken.
Oh,
Oh, Sticks and Stones is down. Turtling allows Rusky to close the distance a little bit. But Sticks and Stones gets up quickly. Maintains the lead. But lots of things can happen on this course. It does give the pilots hope who are given chase. Through the domino section. Sticks and Stones onto his third lap, as is Rusky. Keeping it close here. Rusky catch him on this one. Sticks keeping it clean. And a 142. Recovers nicely. 4 seconds back. Almost exactly comes Rusky. Now we're looking at Jensen having an edge on Draken right now.
Don't say their names.
One pilot ahead of another pilot.
One pilot ahead of. Yeah, exactly.
Suppose it doesn't add that much to all the things I'm saying. I can just be quiet. Oh, Draken is getting close.
Reeling him
Gonna
in.
try to catch him.
You said his name, Marty.
That I did.
You literally said it, and he crashes a half second later.
I got excited. It was Cisse.
pro racing tip, especially if you're racing in a multi-GP race with Skelly.
Me.
Bind a deafen key command on your keyboard.
Yep, for sure.
Find it on the controller.
Yeah.
Uh,
A lot of YDSC pilots have adopted that. Much easier to not listen.
It's not a bad
Okay.
idea. You could put it on even like one of your radio toggles, even, huh? You could do like a remap. You have to use like the V joystick or the whatever the joystick software is.
Put on a knob, just like slowly turn it down.
Volume for the output.
Smart.
I do like the fact that in manual mode we get to hear Joe Scully doing the countdowns. I don't know if you noticed that, Marty. We don't get that in auto mode.
Oh, have you been playing that? I'm not hearing that because the live stream's not turned up. But
Yeah,
that's cool.
You get that in the game. So
You get them in the game.
Yeah, they get Joe's lovely voice doing the countdown for you. Cameras on this map aren't that great.
First voice in drone racing out of Ontario, Canada. Rodeo announcer himself, Joe Scully.
Love me some Joe.
I believe we'll be calling the CDRC race in 2 weeks. And called it last year when we made broadcast television history. Yes, on Midcoast Sports Network, the first ever live drone race on TV was last May, 2nd and 3rd. And we didn't even know what we were doing. It was after the race, after the Saturday night. We said, wait a minute. Did we just do something no one's ever done before? And Joe, of course, knows everything. And Joe checked his memory banks and said, yeah, we did.
It's pretty awesome.
Sticks and Stones was racing. Rusky was racing. Making history. Sticks and Stones, the 134.
Did Sticks and Stones win that one? I think he did.
Pino.
Did you win?
2019? Pino.
No.
Pino.
2020. Pino. Did Pino win last year?
Yeah. Pino won it. Yeah, I got
You were second, Sticks?
You got...
Yeah, I think you were second.
Okay. You put up a good fight then, at least, because I clearly remember you in the finals.
It was a crazy one. That was my first time racing against Pino, and that was a league I haven't seen before, so yeah, my palm's sweating a little bit.
Rusky comes in second, and we have a race for third. Draken with the edge right now. Oop.
Question: who was the guy who was dressed up as the banana? Was that you, Sticks?
Yeah, that was me.
Okay. I was like, whoever the banana
Yeah, because we had the
guy
app
was.
working with video feeds. That was awesome.
That was awesome. Love the banana. It was so awesome.
Draken gets third.
See, I do better when I mute you guys.
I said your name and then I caught myself. It didn't even matter. You muted me.
Wait, don't talk.
Good thinking. Okay. All right, that's 2 down. Now I don't know what Sour was thinking. If we're gonna run the full 5 here and then do something, or did you want to switch something? You might be muted right now. Muting us, but we'll get ready for another one here. Just a bunch of reps on different courses, getting these pilots ready. Now, Sticks and Stones, you are officially racing in 2 weeks?
I think I'm officially racing. I don't think the race has been... Everything has been officially put out yet.
Okay.
They're probably going to be sending out like a Google form soon for all the teams to fill out. So we're waiting on that right now.
Okay.
But I am definitely hoping to be there.
Cool.
I'm
Anybody
planning on
else?
For my
Yeah, I'm
team?
gonna be there.
Or...
You're gonna be there too? Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Oh, yeah.
And Jensen, I don't know if your school's had any involvement in CDRC before, but we can get you the information too. Draken, I don't know. Has there been any international teams in the CDRC?
I think it's US only.
Yeah.
He's muted anyway.
This is gonna be my last one, guys.
Okay. Right. I think that was Sticks who said it was his last one.
Oh, that wasn't me, no.
It wasn't. Who was that?
Jensen.
Sour, what do you have planned after this? Okay.
So Boomer is asking, what is the best way to learn 5-inch besides practicing a lot? Practicing a lot.
Practicing a lot.
Yeah.
Well, so as a pilot who has started with whoops and he's getting proficient with whoops, both in the sim and IRL. So what is the best way to transition or to begin to transition?
Well, I think the first step is learning to fly in acro. So you got to move from angle to acro. That would be the first step.
With your whoop, you do that with the whoop.
Yeah,
ideally?
you can do that. You can do that with a whoop. I mean, definitely in the sim, you'd want to start flying.
Do
acro
it in the sim, yeah.
Yeah,
Got it.
there's a lot more crashing when you start learning acro than when you're learning angle for sure.
My
but I
biggest
think
tip is to turn your rates down to about 400 degrees max rotation and below. Lower rates means less giant mess ups when you do. It means you have more control and a finer, more resolution
Right.
for your motion and stuff.
Good tip.
Yeah. So I mean, what is the default? 750, 800, 900. I mean, that's almost dropping it down to.
Yeah, it's like it's like
cutting it in
700.
half.
Yeah, cut in half.
Yeah, cutting your rates in half basically. So.
Sticks gets first, Rusky second. Here comes a close one. Look at Jensen and Draken. Jensen with the edge. Hopefully they can't hear me.
Yeah, so I think just flying in acro.
Ooh, Draken makes the miss.
I want to say, like, I don't want to promote this necessarily in the Drone Sports Championships, but 'cause we've had this conversation, Marty. But the combat expansion pack for Velocidrone, where you're flying the big quads in acro with not racing objectives, but more just kind of a little more freestyle / maneuvering and getting yourselves into different lines, can I think be beneficial. Learning to fly the in acro. A little more reactive. So, but again, I don't honestly want to promote that as a way to learn due to our discussions.
Interesting.
I gotta go, but I'll catch you guys later.
All right.
All right.
Good racing.
See ya.
See you next week.
Yeah, it's just all about stick time, really.
Yeah.
And then once you get further into it, and if you're going to get into racing, just flying with as many other people as you can on a consistent basis is always going to be good.
Yeah, I mean, when you're first starting to learn acro, the first goal is to understand how to fix.
Yeah, how to control it.
Yeah, like if you're upside down, how do you get right side up? If you're leaning way to the left, and you're basically just like going sideways, how do you fix yourself so you continue to actually not defy gravity, basically, right? So
yeah,
that was the first thing I had to learn. I learned that before I actually learned how to fly in angle mode. That was I didn't have proper instructions when I first started flying, but for me it was the guidance I was given was find the horizon and do what you need to do to get the horizon level. Right, and so you have a couple inputs there to kind of bring the horizon and make yourself level with the ground. So it was just a matter of learning how to reorient yourself. So you go fast, turn yourself around, and then quickly reorient yourself so that you're parallel with the ground. And just keep doing that until you can naturally and instinctually find a way to right your quad so that you're always basically level with the ground. And once that has clicked and your brain can understand how to very quickly get your quad pointed in the direction you want it to, then you can start exploring, okay, how do I fly sideways? How do I fly upside down? How do I do a dive, a roll? How do I hit these gates? That kind of thing. Like your brain will then start to pick it up. But that first task of knowing how to right yourself when things are wrong, you have to get over that first hurdle. And that does take a little bit. It's not too hard though. So
it's just tons and tons of stick time. It probably took me a good 10 to 20 hours in the sim to finally feel comfortable enough in those situations. Like if I were to close my eyes and twiddle the sticks around and open my eyes, I can immediately right myself in whatever way I've ended up.
Yeah.
And then from there it's learning throttle control and going from there pretty much.
But a lot of principles when you're flying in angle mode will apply in some fashion when you're flying in acro or rate mode. It's just different, so it comes. but stick time. Yeah, Joe. Boomer, stick time. All right, are we running one more race with 3 pilots here, or are we calling that a night and moving on to one last game? It is 6:18 Central.
Yeah, if we can make the switch here. Sour is ready to throw whatever. Yeah, let's make the switch. We lost Jensen. So we are down to 3. Sticks and Stones, Rusky, and Draken. Draken, what time is it there?
Like 20 past midnight.
Night is young.
For a college kid, yeah.
I tell you what, the Minnesota Wild have been having 9:30 p.m. games, and so like I'm struggling to stay up for the third period, which is bad because that's like when all the action is. It's like finishing the games at 12:30 in the morning. I'm like, I don't know about this, guys. We gotta.
They had Vegas last night.
They did. They beat Vegas, yeah, in shootout overtime. So.
Oh wow.
But they didn't have their main goalie. Their number 2 goalie was in. Not that as an excuse, but if you have a chance, go watch the highlights on our goalie and the saves he made, because that was all over NHL.com and ESPN highlight reels. He was.
What's our guy's name?
Cam Talbot. He was amazing last night.
And
then our rookie Kirill Kaprizov continues to be our number 1 player, which is saying something for your rookie. And super fun. So
the Russian. All right, now what are we seeing here, Brian Sourman? Sour Power.
Or did you freeze?
There's a big.
Oh, there you are.
I don't think so. There's a big roof on this thing. Okay. All right, so 3 of these, and then we're out. No practice. Okay.
No practice. Let's go. I got a date with my dude.
Throw 'em in.
Pilots, arm your quads.
We got some Star Wars we gotta watch.
Under the tent.
Less than 5.
Cali Clash.
Looks really tight in there. Where are we going? Up? Down? Okay.
Figuring it out as we go.
Hootie, what?
Over the top of the tent.
Are you guys back in micros, or are we still in 5 inches? I can't even tell. It's so tight.
This is 5-inch, but it's very small for a 5-inch. Or very tight, I mean. Yeah.
Rusky in the lead right now. Sticks and Stones. Getting the hang of it, giving chase.
Oh, where did it go? Oh, I got
Rookie brain here to put those stick overlays.
Visual training.
Visual training for my 4-year-old here, how to be a drone racer.
Yeah. 5. Kinds of stuff to see here. What is Cali Clash? Was that an event? Was that an IRL event?
Yeah, it was. I think it was hosted by Colby, if I'm not mistaken. I can't hear Brian. I'm sure Brian will correct me on this one.
Okay.
Oh.
Or at least it was his. I think it was his chapter, like group down in San Francisco or San Diego area.
Rusky leading the way in his first time through the course. Towards the most adept improv artists. And Rusky with the
gonna
win.
take a win.
I've been on this course a few times.
Oh, it knows this one.
Okay.
I'm
All right.
And the
sticks and
truth
stones.
comes out.
Well, Sticks and Stones will get it. A few laps. Comes in second.
Oh, it's over the top. I still don't know where I'm going.
Yeah.
We'll watch Draken here. It's like a launch gate, like a rocket going off into space.
Right turn here.
You know, I was watching the Twins game yesterday, and Justin Morneau is the new color commentator for the Twins after years of Burt Blyleven.
Right.
And he's kind of like the Tony Romo of baseball. Well, yeah, he's, you know
Really?
how like Tony Romo sort of changed the game a little bit,
Yeah.
and Morneau reminds me of Romo. Not quite as animated, but it's just a lot of insight, but kind of just understated insight. It's interesting. It's very different from Blyleven. So
Well, that's good. I mean, I love a
Very
good new
Romo.
color commentary. I mean, the Wild have Wes Walls, who used to be, you know, a player and then moved to, you know, assistant coach and then moved there. And no offense to Wes Walls, but he's terrible. It's not good. It's not good at all. He's so dry. He can barely move his face when he's on there. And it's like, guys, Wes Walls is a great person. Love you. Everything you've done for the team, and you know, but you're not a good commentator.
all right, Rusky gets the win. Sticks and Stones second. Draken third. We'll go again. See if anything shuffles this time. Rusky, where did you just find this in Velocidrone, or did you do any races with this course before?
Yeah, no, it's one of the original, older courses in Velocity. And for Reading FPV, it was a weekly course one time.
Okay.
They had a tournament on it.
All right, ready to go again. Coming up on the 90-minute mark here. We'll do two more, and we will call it.
Dog is
Arm your quads.
hanging out here for some popcorn.
We go live on the tone. Less than 5.
There you go.
Stones early edge this time.
All right, Boomer's interested, Marty. How far do you think the Twins are going to go this year?
Well, they're winless so far. Could have had it yesterday. Left a lot on base. I don't know enough about the Central Division, but I think they're a playoff team. But they gotta be more opportunistic.
Oh!
Rusky makes the pass.
You didn't see anything.
Might do better with prop damage, so here I come.
Oh, there he goes.
Dick makes the pass. Uh-oh, I did that thing again.
Oh no!
I'm on the quad. I'm on Rusky's quad.
You're backwards. I really want to know,
I don't know how I
what your keys are you're pressing to get that. I cannot replicate it on my end.
I can never remember what I just did when it happens. But this is really fun. I'm seeing his motors and his props. Gonna keep riding along.
Did you like reset the camera angle?
It's some weird bug where he switches between like FPV and spectator and switching people all at the same time. Because Marty still is I wouldn't say he's proficient with the keybinds quite yet. He gets things done. No offense, Marty.
No, but I've created this special view that no one else can create.
I cannot create it. Whatever he's doing when he's smacking the keyboard, it comes out as this wild thing.
All right, Sticks gets the win that time. Rusky close behind, and now Draken. Now I'm riding along with Draken.
You watching my quad's ass?
Yes, well, no, I'm like straddling you somehow.
Oh, that's not better.
What we call the ride along.
See a lot of pipe there. I still don't know which way I'm going here.
Not trying to distract you, of course.
There you go.
Okay. All right, I ended it. I got out. Okay, so what we call the rubber match. Sticks and Stones gets that one. Rusky the first one. Draken can grab his own, or we'll break the tie at least. One more to go before we tune it up for next week. Next Friday, a more legitimate bracket is what we're planning. We're trying to get some more pilots in for some practice. The big CDRC race on the 17th and 18th. And of course, Friday is the end of our weekly streaming schedule. After Easter weekend, we'll be back next week with Wednesday Kid Legends. Those are the grade school pilots, grades 2 through 5. That's 5 o'clock Central on Wednesday. And then Thursday night flights with the high school and middle school kids, 7 p.m. Central on Thursday. And then back here on Friday, next Friday, 5 p.m. Central.
Try and plan something special for next Saturday, Marty.
Okay.
It'll be,
Yeah.
So it'll be a live stream next Saturday, which I'm hoping for. But it's not going to be sim racing.
All right. I'm excited for that. I'll be back in action.
It's not the adults. It'll be for the YDSC.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's a nice shawl you have there.
I know, isn't it? He likes to hang out up here.
All right. One more time for the three who remain. Sticks and Stones
Pilots
out of Orlando, University of Central Florida.
go live on the tone.
Rusky from Grand Forks, University of North Dakota. And Draken FPV out of Hampshire, University of Southampton. We've got Central Florida, North Dakota, Southampton.
Well, I think Sticks and Stones has figured this one out. 10-gate lead over Rusky at the moment. Draken actually trying to get ahead of Rusky.
Yeah, I hit a ghost and spun out.
Sorry.
Oh, the ghost, yes. Watch out for
My
that.
fault. I said your
Actually, no,
name.
I hit that time.
The ghost of dimension. Gotcha. Yeah, Sticks is really ripping now. Every once in a while, catch his shadow. Coming up on Draken, zooming by.
Yeah, here's Sticks and Stones cruising in.
Tunnel.
There
up
you
to the
go.
wall, and freestyling in celebration. All but one this afternoon, evening. Sticks and Stones, nice flying.
Thank you.
Great to have you here. Do you think you can join us next week?
Yeah, I'll do my best to be here next week. I'll try to get some friends to come too if I can.
It'd be great.
We
Yeah.
Guess we're 5.
Fortunately, like half of my pilots all got internships and such this past year, So most of them are gone, but I have 1 or 2 people who are still here in Florida. May have their
Cool.
gear with them, so I'll see if they can come and join.
That'd be great. Rusky finishes second. And Draken.
Just get to chill do this now, you know?
Rusky, any teammates? I know Teamad's been busy on Fridays, but anybody else that you think might be trying to fly CDRC?
No. Me and T-Mad are kind of the main flyers right now. So.
Okay. And you guys had spring break a while back, or?
Yeah, I think that was 2 weeks ago.
Okay.
Oh man.
Keep trying to catch him when he's got a break from his Friday work. But
It's different than UCF. UCF went really weird with their spring break, and we have it, I think, next week, and then we have finals right after.
Oh, wow.
Basically, they're like, once all these kids go home all across the country on planes and such, we don't want them back. So,
yeah. Florida's been invaded.
So
All right, well that will
discovered-
wrap us up for the night. Sticks and Stone going to take home that last match. 2 wins, 1 second place. Rusky with a win in 2 seconds. Draken struggling with the commentator's curse tonight, but that's okay. That's why we practice.
He's going to have to work to overcome that. That's not going to go away. So he's going to have to remedy that somehow. Might be our accents.
Nah, it's fine. I get it with everything. It is being sorted.
All right, you guys. Thank you all for joining us. Really fun
Thank
having
you.
you fly. Give a shout to Jensen as well, who had to leave early, but great group. Hopefully that was all helpful. Getting you guys flying some 5-inch here as the season begins, and CDRC is coming up. So we hope to join. You'll be able to join us next week, and we will keep going into Sim Championships weekend. We are flying micros for that, but that is again middle of May 14th, 15th, 16th. So Sticks, let us know if you're interested in that once CDRC is over. And yeah, we hope to see you guys next week. Bring some friends. And thank you, Brian Sauerman, for running the store and running the races. Can you hear us?
Very good.
He says, kind of great flying pilots. And Joel with his family and his dog.
All the dudes from the
Managing
Stewarts, the
everything.
Stewart dudes.
Stuart, dude.
Great. All right, well, let's go ahead and shut her down, and we'll see you guys. I guess on Wednesday will be the next live stream. So,
Kid Legends Wednesday. Join us at Ready Tech Go tomorrow if you like. We are closed on Easter Sunday at the Mall of America, but back open Monday and streaming again next Wednesday with Kid Legends, 5 p.m. Central, and back into our usual routine. Thank you all for watching. For more information, go to youthdronesports.org, and we'll see you next time. Have a great
See you
Easter,
guys later.
everybody.
Happy Easter.